Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Jessie. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a beginner-friendly lower back release yoga flow. So whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead and get started in a child's pose. So go ahead and place your glutes down onto your heels and reach your arms forward. Take a moment here just to ground yourself into the practice. You can go ahead and roll your head back and forth. And when you're ready, gently support yourself up to a tabletop. Hands should be squared underneath your shoulders. Knees should be squared underneath your hips. And we're just going to do a couple cat-cows. So when you're ready, lift your head up to the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are, and drop your lower back, pop your hips up. Inhale, exhale, arch your shoulders, dome your shoulders, arch your upper back into a cat. Go ahead and take about 6 of these. In this practice today, we're going to be doing some poses that are going to release tension from your hips and engage your core. So not always, but a lot of times lower back tension can come from really tight hips or weak core. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. So when you can, just remind yourself to engage your core. Knit your ribs. Try to bring your belly button to the back of your spine. And when you're ready, go ahead and come to a neutral spine. And we're going to be doing a Malasana Squat. So this is going to be really deep. So I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. I'm going to go ahead and face the front of towards the camera so you can see. So you're in your neutral spine. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and start to bring your feet up like this into kind of like a frog position, frog pose. And you're just going to go ahead and sit down. So a few things here. If your hips are really tight, this is going to be really hard to get into. So you can pause the video, go grab some books, go grab a block, whatever you have to like sit down on and support yourself. The other thing that I notice a lot of people struggle with is the flexibility in your ankles, in the back of your heel. Or sorry, not the back of your heel, like your Achilles area. So if you're up here and this gets really tiring for you, you're definitely going to want to sit on some kind of book or block. So we're just going to go ahead and sit here for a little bit. We're going to rock back and forth. You can push your knees open. This will really start to open up the hips. Keep a straight spine. Try not to collapse into yourself. Straight spine. So what I do a lot of times also to help my spine stay straight is I try to open up my chest. So this means using both my elbows. I'm pushing on my knees to get a little bit of a stretch, but I'm also using it to engage other parts of my body. So I'm using it to open up my chest. Going into prayer position really helps because you're pushing on both sides of your body. And now I know that I have a straight back. And when you're ready, so once you're in this pose, go ahead and release both your hands down to the earth, keeping your left arm where it is, glued to your knee. Reach up towards the sky. Again, opening up the chest. You can rotate your wrists up here. And bring your right hand back down. Same thing. Elbow glued to your knee. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Opening up your chest. Rotate your wrists. and place your left hand back down to the earth. When you're ready, you're going to very gently take your hands behind you, support yourself down into an easy seated position, and we're just going to do some circles here. Get some movement in, check in on the sensations that you're feeling. Go ahead and switch. When you're ready, slow it down. Come to a neutral spine. And you're going to go ahead and take your right hand, place it behind you for support. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee, and begin to open your chest behind you. Keeping a straight spine, avoiding any type of collapse, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. A lot of times people go like this, away, push them back and away. If that means you need to release some of your twist a little bit, if that means that you want to sit here and work on engaging your core here, opening your chest here, absolutely, this is a great way to start to get into better posture. If you're looking for the twist, we're going to take a few more breaths. And come back to a neutral spine. Take a moment, feel the sensation, see what you're feeling. Take a deep breath. Take your left hand, place it behind you for support. Take your right hand, place it on your knee. Open your chest behind you. Checking in on posture here. Is our shoulders creeping up towards our ears? Are we collapsing down into ourselves in any way? When I say that, I mean, are we doing this? If so, open the chest, sit up straight, and if it's necessary, come a little bit forward. So that could be here, that could be here. Whatever you need to get into a better position, to get into a better posture. Our practice here today is to support the lower back. All right, and when you're ready, come to your neutral position. Check in on any sensations that you're feeling. And when you're ready, we're going to do a butterfly position. So go ahead and bring your toes together. If you want, you can do what we used to do when we were kids, and that's you can go ahead and fly with your legs. Or if you want, keeping the straight spine, arch forward from the hips. Very slowly. So a lot of people love to show the world how flexible they are, which is completely fine. It is an amazing thing to be flexible. But what they do is they begin to collapse down into themselves again. There is a time for this. I think for this practice, I want to focus on keeping a straight spine. So what we're going to do is, and you're still going to feel an amazing stretch from this, don't worry about getting really far down to the earth. We're just going to go ahead and see how far you can go, keeping your back straight. So that means keeping your chest pointed forward. You're going to feel a really intense stretch here in your inner thighs. And what we're doing here is, rather than just focusing on how flexible we are, we're training our mind to think about posture as well. A lot of people are going to tell you that, posture will come as you get into these flexibilities. I think there's room for both. And since we're focusing on helping our lower back, we're just going to sit in this pose with as straight of a back as you can have. That means shoulders down, chest forward, and just breathe. I'm going to sit here for a little bit longer than the other poses. And a great way to tell if you're too deep in a pose is if you ask yourself, can I sit in this position for 2 minutes and not be itching to get out of it? If the answer is no, come up a little bit. All right. When you're ready, return to a neutral spine and I'm going to go ahead and rotate this way. But what we're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and you can bring your knees together, straight spine, and we're going to take a moment one more time, checking on the sensation. What are you feeling in your back? And when you're ready, go ahead and straighten out your right leg. Bring your left leg in. And same concept that we just had with butterfly. Arch down from the hips and see how far you can go, keeping a straight spine. And then this one, if you want to go ahead and try to challenge your flexibility, once you take a moment to go into it from the hips with a straight back, you can go ahead and go down and see how far you can get touching your toes. If that's to your shins, if that's to your knee, wherever you're at. Come up to a neutral spine and switch your legs. Same thing. Actually, I was immediately going down to touch my toes, but let's arch from the back. Take a moment, see what you're feeling. And then when you're ready, go ahead and start to work on the flexibility part of it and touch your toes. Check in on where your shoulders are at. If they're itching their way up to your ears, return them back down. If you're collapsing into yourself, ease up a little bit. It's totally okay. Come back up to a neutral spine. Bring both your legs up in front of you. And we're going to do our last toe touch. So again, first arching from the hips, seeing how far that takes us. And then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself down. And when you're ready, come up to a neutral spine. And very gently, with support, you're going to roll back vertebrae by vertebrae into a Savasana on your mat. This isn't going to be our final Savasana. We're just going to take a moment here to check in. What are we feeling? What are the sensations? What's happening in our body? One of the most important things when it comes to yoga, especially when we're focusing on specific parts of our body, is the awareness of what's happening. So when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our right foot, our right leg, and pull it to our armpit. Go ahead and bend your left leg, planting your left foot on the earth and placing your right foot on around the knee area. So on the top of your thigh. We're going to sit in a figure 4 for a little bit. See what we're feeling. Rock a little bit. And then when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and bring your right foot down to the earth in this figure 4. And if you're wanting a little bit of stretch in the spine, twisting in the spine or in the neck, go ahead and look towards your right. Are you holding on anywhere in your legs? This is a deep twist. So I noticed that I was clenching behind my knee. See if you can release any of that. And when you're ready, we're going to return your gaze back towards the ceiling. Slowly rotate your body back up into a neutral spine. Take your right foot, place it back down to the earth, and in a straight line. And now you're going to take your left leg and you're going to peel it into your shoulder. And when you're ready, you're going to take your right foot, place it on the earth, take your left foot, placing it on top of your thigh, closer to your knee. Take a few breaths here. Rock back and forth, see what we're feeling, see what our body's asking for today. And if it's in your practice, you're going to go ahead and drop your left foot, remaining in the figure 4, down to the earth, stretching your arm out and looking towards your left. If you're holding on or clenching anywhere in your legs, see if you can release it. Are you breathing? And when you're ready, support your legs back up, return to a neutral spine. Take your left foot, placing it back on the earth, and then entering our final Savasana. And we're going to go ahead and take a moment of silence here. Just really check in on your body. Unclench your jaw. Release the frown from your forehead. Taking deep breaths. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your thighs. Relaxing your feet. And when you're ready, we're going to come up to a seated position and we're going to go ahead and seal off this practice. In your seated position, go ahead and take some deep breaths. I challenge you to end this practice by thinking of one thing that you're grateful for in your body. That could be the ability to twist in ways that you might find a little more challenging. Maybe you can run for more than 2 miles. I can't run for more than a mile. Maybe it's that you can get up in the morning and stand up and go for a walk. Maybe it's that you can lift your arms. Whatever it is, have gratitude towards your body. It does so much for you. We do these practices to challenge it, bring more mobility, but our bodies do already do so much for us every single day. And it's really important that we try to remind ourselves to be grateful. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I am currently on my journey of becoming a yoga instructor, and I'm using this channel as a way to develop my voice, get some feedback, improve, challenge myself, be vulnerable, all the above, etc. And I'm really grateful that you've taken the time to watch my video. I love any constructive criticism. Please be nice. I am new, so I enjoy feedback, but nothing mean, please. Let's keep this positive. And yeah, thank you so much. Until next time, namaste. Bye. Thank you.